morning. It's been a while. I haven't made or posted a video in a while. I was actually going to post a video last week or 2 weeks ago, and I don't know what happened with my editing software, but when I tried to upload it to YouTube, it deleted the whole video. Now, what I do is that I'll do all my clips, I'll video all my clips, and then, I upload all of it to the editing software, and then I edit it that way. And then once it's all edited and ready to upload, I delete all of that footage. I'm not going to be doing that anymore because it deleted all of my footage. I deleted all of my footage, so I couldn't remake. It was a mess. Anyway, a couple updates. I want to show you guys something. Okay, a couple videos back, I showed you what a mess my room was, but I cleaned. I've vacuumed. There's a little debris on the floor, but that was from this morning. But I've cleaned and vacuumed, and everything is tidy. That's just new. That's new medication. I'm going to get into that in a minute as well. Okay, that still needs to be organized. I'll take you for that. And this is my side of the room. I haven't done anything with the bookshelf, but But I've vacuumed, and I've gotten a lot of crap up off the floor. Yay me. Okay, so Rob's not home this weekend. He is on a football coach's retreat. He will be back tomorrow. And Corey and I have some adventures to go on. We're going to go to the library, and we're going to run to Target. For some reason, I decided to go to the grocery store on Friday night. I'm happy I did that. But there was no water. We always get at least 4 gallons of water to get us through the week for our drinking water. They didn't have any, so I gotta go get some. Okay, I gotta change, I gotta get dressed, and then I'm gonna take Corey to the library. Corey just told me I was his favorite person in the world. You're so sweet. I love you, baby.
Love you too.
Where are we going?
To the library.
What are we gonna get?
Books.
Lots of books. Lots of books?
Yes.
Okay, we had a total I had a total panic. We were leaving the apartment, and Mommy couldn't find what?
A purse.
And I was like, I must have left it in the car. So, like, all the way down the elevator, I'm like, please be in the car. Please be in the car. I don't do that. I'm not one of those people that misplaces items often. So when I do, totally scary. Okay, but we're going to the library. We made it to the It is just a gloomy, 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 gloomy day. So gloomy. Oh, hey, we're back. We've been back for a little while. We got back from running errands and going to the library. We had to stop at Target and get some water. I went to the grocery store last night on Friday. Was that last night? Yeah. And we went later in the day, so we left at 4:30, and then when I got back, and we were doing our our normal big shop. I usually go to 2 stores. I go to Aldi and I go to Giant. Neither one of them had water. It's like I went to, we always get like 4 gallons of water, so we get the big gallon jugs. We just drink those throughout the week. And then Aldi typically has, they're the best priced. So I always get 4 gallons of those, but they didn't have any. And Giant only had distilled water. It was weird. So after the library, we went to Target. I didn't film any of that just because I was literally like running around the store because Corey said he didn't want to come in. So I was like, that's fine. You can just hang out in the car. He was like really tired. He just really wanted to take a nap. So we did that. And then we came back and I started laundry. I'm currently drying my clothing and my husband's clothing. And we had some lunch. I just had a bagel with cream cheese and some everything but the bagel seasoning on it. And Corey had some chicken tenders that I had bought last night and some chips. So yeah, that's where we are. Waiting for my laundry to dry. I've been scrolling through TikToks and I got a book and I think I'm going to start reading it in a little bit. I might just read it tonight. That might be my my nighttime thing. I'm tempted to take a bubble bath tonight. We'll see how it goes. Maybe. But I'm excited for dinner. We're going to do homemade pizzas and it'll be yummy. Good times. Alright, see you guys in a little bit. So, back at it. Hey, I look a mess. I didn't put any makeup on today because quite frankly, I'm like struggling with a little bit of a weekend cold. It's like, it hasn't gotten past like that nasal drip in the back of your throat. Anyway, we're moving on. I did the laundry. I didn't film any of the part because it was boring. But we have now to the dinner part of today, and we are making homemade pizza, homemade garlic bread pizza stuff. Because Corey's funny, like he'll eat like regular cheese pizza if you order it, but if you make it, it has to be like garlic breadstick pizza. No sauce, just butter, garlic, a little bit of parsley, Parmesan, a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and he can dip it into the sauce. I'm like, okay, bro, whatever. So I bought all the ingredients, and to be honest, the cheese was on sale, so it was $12. So I'm making 2 pizzas for the cost of not even one. So I think everything all together cost me, let's see, 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, like $14. Okay. Yeah, but I'm making 2. So it's like $14. $14 you could get one for 8 pieces, and I'm making 2 pizzas for the price of one. So I'm saving my monies. Okay? Okay. That's where we are right now. Hey there. I realize, yeah, I made dinner and didn't shoot any of the pizza I made. Evening has gotten away from me. We had dinner. Corey took a shower. I took the dog out. I may have scrolled through TikTok a little too much. So I did that. Read my book a little bit. So now I'm laying in bed, eating Twizzlers, and watching Friends. So that's where we are. Nothing in my bed matches. It's a whole thing. I don't want to get into it, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hi. So yeah. So I haven't filmed anything today. I am actually prepping potatoes for dinner at this point, but I was gonna, like, I had every intentions of waking up this morning and filming my day, yada yada yada, but I woke up rather late. Corey woke up late too, and then while I was walking walking the dog, Rob texted me and said, I asked me if the garage door was open, or the garage spot was open, and I said no, and then I was like, oh, well, that must mean he's on his way home. So he got home about, I don't know, about 10:30 this morning. So we had breakfast. He was telling me about his weekend, and then we went to the pool. We hung out at the pool for like an hour and a half. It was great. Came upstairs, made some lunch. I reheated pizza, and so he's just been chilling all day. So yeah, that's been going on. So not too much has gone down, but yeah, so just making some dinner right now. I'm gonna do some roasted potatoes and some chicken, and I'm debating if I want to do some, I either want to do a salad. I should do a salad because I have a ton of lettuce that I need to use up before it goes bad. So maybe I'll just do that. I'll just make that. So yeah, thanks for sticking around and chilling out with me. So that's where we are. I'll see you guys in a bit. We do love our pool. It was so nice to go there today. Oh, just so great. Hey guys, I hope y'all can hear me. I'm sitting out on my deck. It might be a little bit windy, but I wanted to give kind of a update on my health. So back in like 2014, I guess when I was like 37, 38, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So fast forward, and maybe not quite fast forward yet. So I was put on a typical medication that you would use for somebody that has type 2 diabetes called metformin. And I've been on that for the duration of the treatment that they're using to kind of stabilize my blood sugars. Well, fast forward, I've been on it for a while. It's the only medication for the diabetes I've really ever taken. And I got a new doctor recently, and I went just to kind of talk to her about my options, so to speak. Like I had been to a previous doctor at that same practice, and she kept saying to me, she's like, let's just put you on insulin because your blood sugar is not stabilizing. Truth be told, I didn't particularly care for this physician. She's left the practice since, but this new doctor I saw the other day, really sweet, really great, was like one of those doctors, was like the kind of doctor that will actually listen to you and is like she was looking at my chart, she was looking at the notes, she was looking at all my stuff from previously when I had been initially diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So I talked to her about it. I've kind of I've come to terms with the fact that, I'm getting older. My blood sugar isn't getting any better from this medication. My lifestyle needs to change. And so I'm at the point where, the realization of everything is just like hitting me. It's like, I'm 45. I have a child with special needs. He's turning 20 in a couple of weeks. And I'm his guardian. Robert and I, we're his parents. We have guardianship over him. And it's that, I'll do a separate video on this, but like most special needs parents feel, it's like you can't ever die. So you have to take care of yourself because you need to be there for your kids. So fast forward, or so, I don't know, just going with the trajectory of this story. Anyway, so I go to see my new doctor, really sweet, and she's like, let's do XYZ. I want to do a blood, I want to take some blood work. I was like, that's fine. I haven't eaten anything today. I'm totally fasting. So just go ahead and take it. And she like asked me really good questions. She was like, what typically are your blood sugar readings? And over the last, quite honestly, over the last 6 months, they've been low twos, high threes. And I will say this: I've been on the same medication. If anybody has ever been on metformin, they can all tell you the same thing. It tears your innards up, your innards up. I have such bad diarrhea. It's just bad, and it doesn't matter what dose I take. It's just I'm always sick. I'm always in pain. I have like gastro issues up one side and down the other, and it's just really uncomfortable. So we do the thing. I take, we get an A1C reading. She takes my blood sugar readings that day, and she calls me the Tuesday after the 4th of July, because 4th of July was on Monday. Tuesday, I emailed her because she was like, she gave me a list of things that she wanted me to do. She's like, I think if we're going to do this, then I want to have you see a diabetes educator, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. But let's hold off until we know for sure what we're dealing with. Let's get readings, let's get your numbers, yada, yada. Like, great. So she calls me, because I sent her a message. I was like, hey, I just wanted to touch base. I know you said that we were going to do insulin. I just wanted to know if you'd ordered it or what we need to do. So she calls me, and she says, okay, here's the thing. Your A1C is at an 11. And I was like, ooh, fuck. Were the words that came out of my mouth. She's like, yeah, it's bad. I'm like, yeah, great. I know. And she goes, but I'll be honest with you, Carly. I want to have you tested for something called LADA, which stands for latent adult. I'm sorry. No, it doesn't. It stands for latent autoimmune diabetes in adults. And she says, it's affectionately known in the medical community as diabetes 1.5. Basically all it is, it's actually type 1 diabetes, but it's latent in adults who get type 2 diabetes. They don't get type 2 diabetes. This is what happens. If you have latent autoimmune diabetes in an adult, what that basically means is that it is type 1 diabetes. And I'm completely befuddled at this point. And she says, looking at all your records and looking at your records from like the past doctors you've seen, not even this practice, she said, I'm concerned that nobody ever tested for this because everybody just kept pushing metformin. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, the concern with that is that, the first time you go in after the metformin isn't like really working for you, that's one thing. But you've been in to see the doctor like periodically through the course of your entire treatment, and nobody has ever like looked into it, because every time you come in, your A1C keeps getting worse, but nobody's like taking it into account. All they're saying is like they're pushing the insulin. And she's like, I see that everybody's recommended insulin at every visit. But she says, but the thing is, if you have this, it should have been treated with insulin from the start, which is why nothing has been getting better. And I'm like, ah. And she goes, you're incredibly inflamed. Like all of your cells are inflamed. My white blood cell count was like crazy high. She was like, I don't know if you were like fighting a little something when you came in. I was like, I doubt it. I felt completely fine. And she was like, yeah, so this is what I want to do. And this is what we're going to do. So I made an appointment with the lab. I'm going to get lab work done to test for the LADA. We're going to test for a couple other things. And the next step is to see a diabetes educator. I've been through the education with the diabetes before, but it was when I had type 2, and it's just, you take this class that your physician recommends, and it's really all about like how to change your lifestyle, so to speak. I went to it. It was just like all the things I knew that they were going to tell me. They were just like, watch your carb intake, make sure you eat plenty of protein, make sure you work out, yada, yada, yada. This one's going to be a little bit different because of the fact that I'm taking the insulin. They want to make sure I get the proper dosage. They want to figure out the best way to treat it with insulin and dietary needs. So I'm meeting with a diabetes educator who is also I called and made an appointment, and the young woman I spoke to said that everybody's a registered diabetes educator, but they're also registered dietitians. So I was like, oh, okay, so they all have doctorates in nutrition, which I'm actually kind of excited to go to because I have been, I was raised by a chronic dieter. I've been on every single diet known to man, but I've never actually talked to anybody who could really educate me on the best things to do for me. I rejected diet culture last year. I was just I'm done with diet culture. I'm done with dieting. I'm not going to do it anymore. So going to see a registered dietitian, I've had to seriously make some internal peace with, because it's not anything I ever really wanted to do. I was just diets don't work, yada yada. And the truth of the matter is, diets don't work if you're trying to lose weight. I'm at a point where I need a diet to work for me because I'm ill. I'm chronically ill. And if they're able to help me with that in some capacity, I'm all for it. So tomorrow, which is Monday, I go in for blood work, and we're going to go from there. And I will update you guys on my journey. Okay, so that's where we're going to leave it today. I'm very sleepy. I meant to take a nap before dinner, and then my mother called, so then I was talking to her for a while. But here we are, all is well. We're going to take it as it comes, and we're just going to move on. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day and a blessed week. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.